Welcome back to my round 3 game of GP Damascus. I'm going to be playing against Scribbl this round, and they're on Black-Red Attrition, the same deck that they ran last GP. I get the 20 on the roll, so I get to be on the play. Let's see, this hand is not good. This hand's excellent. So I'm looking to get turn 2 Untouched Wilds. Problem is that Scribbl might have a discard spell, and if they do, then that's a bit unfortunate for me. So how likely is it that they have discard? Stolen Secrets and Valdez. Okay. Probably really unlikely for me to dodge those guys, so probably going to get Valdez. But if they have Valdez high, then I discard Conjure Reality, so at least that's safe. And yeah, I'll lead off on Amber Hills, Fetch Forest, Logger Recluse, and pass. I think I'm mostly afraid of either Stolen Secrets, because you can freely Stolen Secrets naming sorcery against me, because all my turn 3 plays are sorceries. Or they can Valdez high me. Or no, Valdez low. They might Valdez high if they have Valdez. Okay, it's Stolen Secrets, that's not good. So there goes my turn 2 Untouched Wilds. But maybe I can still ramp into Conjure Realities into Recall Forgotten Aeons. Assuming they don't discard me again. Yeah, and they take Untouched Wilds. A pretty obvious choice. So I guess top decking. Well, I top decked the land, so that's not good. Well, like I could have top decked Recall Forgotten Aeons there. And that would have been alright too. So anyways, I guess I'll attack with Logger Recluse and then pass. And I'll fetch Lush Oasis right now. So attack for 3. And actually, if Scribbl doesn't have a way to kill Logger Recluse, I can just get in for a bunch of damage pretty quickly. Like if they discard me again this turn, then actually no, if they have like just normal discard, then I have to choose between land or Conjure Realities. And then probably just ditch the land there. So let's see if they have another discard spell. Okay, yeah, unfortunate. Okay, Serena Flamebinder. Well, I mean, I can attack past that guy. Although I might be holding back Logger Recluse to block anyways, because I don't want Scribbl to be discarding. What are the chances that they have a removal spell for Logger Recluse? They have Parasitic Rebirth and Fiery Temper, so not sure. What's the worst that can happen if I attack and then they get to swing in and loot? Well, they have to worry about some Ambitious Necromancer play. Am I actually worried about that? Like, Ambitious Necromancer is the only thing that they can really... Well, how much does life matter in this matchup? Fine, I'll hold back. So I guess I'm just hoping that they don't have a removal spell, because then that'd be really embarrassing for me to attack, or not attack that turn, and waste damage, and I even block Serena Flamebinder. Okay, they Profane Emissary. I guess not attacking there was alright. Rented them from it. Okay, yeah. 2 Cerudus. Okay, yeah, definitely not attacking there was a good idea. But now Logger Recluse, it doesn't really do much. Well, okay, now I'm gonna sack Amber Hills, and actually I probably should have sacked Shifting Cascade in case I top deck a Wrath. Well, let's see if I get punished for it. Okay, good, I don't. And I get Monument Queens, so that's something that I might be able to do. Like, I can activate Monument this turn and swing. Like, I think Monument does win eventually. Oh, does Scribbl main deck ways to deal with Monument? They have damage-based removal, but if I get Monument high enough, then that stops being a problem. So I guess I keep Logger Recluse to prevent Serena's from attacking. I mean, Profane Emissary is going to get buffed anyway, so that guy's definitely attacking, and then they're attacking with Serena. I don't think there's any point in keeping back Logger Recluse, because they're going to get through a Serena anyways, so right now I'm just going to put a counter on this and attack. Or does that guy not have haste? Oh, it doesn't have haste. Okay, never mind then. Okay, I mean, I was going to buff this guy anyways, but could have held up mana to prevent Scribbl from attacking there. Now I'm going to sack Shifting Cascade for white mana in case I top deck End of Days. Another Profane Emissary. Wait, did Scribbl forget to fetch with Profane Emissary? Or I guess they already have Pilot Pools in hand then. Or no, they don't. They just forgot to fetch with Emissary. Okay, sure. I guess maybe Scribbl figured that... Oh, right, they're going to fetch Pilot Pools now. And that does make them lose out on some damage. I guess Scribbl figured that they'd rather get cards than lands. Okay, and now Pilot Pool comes down. There's Plains Island. And another land. Well, I'm alright with getting more lands because now I can buff Logger and activate Monument in the same turn. What are the chances that my opponent has removal for Monument? They don't have removal for Monument up right now, so I can get in a Monument swing for free, mostly. So let me get a Forest, and animate Monument, and swing for 2. And now I still have Logger Recluse mana, in case my opponent decides to attack with their Cerudus. Although now Profamus has lifelink, so I'm losing the race. I think my plan is just to get mine pretty big and then use it to win off. Because once it gets 4 counters, or once it gets to 5 counters, then it stops dying to Scribbl's burn, and then I can... Do I just take or do I chump? What else does Logger Recluse do here? It prevents Cerudus from attacking. Does that do anything? Oh, just no blocks. Okay, there's an Ambitious Necromancer. And they have enough mana for a removal spell now. Or it's to read a Flamebinder. Need to stop drawing lands, though. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. So what's my plan now? I know I'm animating Monument again, I guess, but... Or no, since I have Fiery Temper mana, I can't really animate Monument and expect it to survive. What if I attack with Logger Recluse? I just died to these guys, right? So what else can I do here? I think I just have to pass with Logger Recluse up and then try to block stuff. Okay, are they going to use Fire Temper now? If they're going to use the Cerudus Flamebinder's ability. Alright. Wait, so that means they didn't have Fire Temper then. Or maybe that means... Well, they would have used Fire Temper earlier, right? So maybe it was correct to attack the Monument there. Yeah, I should have attacked the Monument because now Scribbl even gets more chances to draw into removal. And they're gonna swing out. Okay, I need to chump block now. No, that leaves me dead to Fiery Temper. Enemy Monument also leaves me dead to Fiery Temper because then Monument dies. I'm just gonna have to hope that they don't draw Fiery Temper, I guess. And I don't think... Okay, so they don't even loot off the Cerudus Flamebinders. They just have lethal in hand. They're gonna Stolen Secrets me. Okay, that's fine. So they're gonna make Elementals. Well, alright. Okay. Look at my hand. Actually, I wonder why Scribl named instant there, because I would have emptied my hand if I had an instant. Well, either ways, Monument goes up to 3 counters and then goes up to 5 counters the next turn. Or 4 counters. Off-road Surveyors, not what I need. River Clouds would have been a good top deck. Or actually, maybe even Untouched Wild, or not Untouched Wilds, but Realms Overturning, because that gets me a bunch of Monument activations, or like a Fulfill Twisted Dreams. Either ways, now I just activate Monument and swing for 4. And now my opponent's turn, I get to activate Monument again, and it's a real Flamebinder me. Okay, so maybe not attacking with Monument last turn is what lost me the game. Oh wait, Monument can't block because I need to tap it to... Right. That doesn't actually work out either. So yeah, I just die. Maybe my opponent tried to play around stuff. I don't think I was going to win this game anyways because I just drew all lands after my opening hand. Like, Monument sort of did stuff, but I don't think I really had a way to win after all of my stuff got discarded and then I just drew nothing. So does my opponent have any Grave Hate? They have 4 Corollas Downfalls, but those guys are Sorcery Speed, so they can't respond to stuff with them. I think that's all they're probably bringing in. Anyways, in this case, I'm putting out my combo because that's just going to get discarded. I want Setting Sun and End of Days. Actually, Sackball is pretty... So these guys are all pretty good. I'll bring out Off-Road Servers because they die to removal and also die to other stuff. I want to get rid of low impact cards because those guys are just bad when they get discarded. So do I bring in 3 Wrath? My opponent can recover pretty easily after Wrath. I might just go with 2 Wrath and some more End of All Things. I'm actually not sure. Well, I guess I'll try this out and hope that this works. I just want to board out End of Days because it's slow and... Oh no, I'll go with this. So, I'm on the play again. This is a really good hand if I top deck a land. But I'm willing to take that risk. And if I don't draw a land, I can play a Sacrificial Bowl. Okay. My opponent keeps 6. I'm gonna lead off with Forest, Logger, Recluse. And I'm really hoping to top deck a land here. So actually, Recalcitrant Aeons is safe from Valdez in both directions. Opponent's gonna Stolen Secrets, naming sorcery. So there goes my Recalcitrant Aeons. At least I still have Sacrificial Bowl. Let's see, land? Okay, good, I got a land. So do I run out Sacrificial Bowl right now, or do I wait? Actually, my opponent's not going to Valdez low, right? Because they need to take the Conjure Reality, so I can save the bowl. And like, I don't want my bowl to die to 1 Fiery Temper. And I also want to get the Logger Recluse swing in. Oh no, they don't have any way to remove the bowl right now, so I can just... do I care about Untouched Wilds? Like, if I draw Untouched Wilds later? Because I'm gonna have to sacrifice my own graveyard right now if I want to buff it. I think it's probably worth it, so I'll get Lost Oasis, play Sacrificial Bowl, and then probably I'm gonna play this untapped because I'm gonna end up turn bowl my own lands. But hopefully my opponent plays a fetch land so that I have a bowl target that's not my own lands, because I have Untouched Wilds in the deck and I want to bring my lands back eventually. Okay, there's Profane Emissary, but seems like there's no one doesn't have fetch land in the yard, so I'm gonna have to exile my own lands. But so I still have plenty of lands in my graveyard, so even if I draw Untouched Wilds, I'm still pretty happy. And let's see, another Sacrificial Bowl. The second bowl is a lot less good because Profane Emissary is already a 4/4 because my opponent naturally drew Polyp Pools. So I can't Betsy's brew the Profane Emissary before it gets big. Well, does my opponent have a way to deal with one really big Sacrificial Bowl? Really, they didn't bring in Miss Festal's Gate, right? Like, there's no way they brought in Miss Festal's Gate. And if that Parasitic Rebirth, then perfectly fine with that. So I guess I pass the turn, Mysterious Cataract, so pass the turn, holding up 2 green. Well, I also want to play around removal, right? So Parasitic Rebirth is... Instead Parasitic Rebirth, and they attack with Profane Emissary, I block a Sack Bowl. Yeah, I think I'm probably alright with that. So I'm going to exile one of my lands right now. Get to 4 count, or 5 counters maybe? Yeah, I don't want my opponent to respawn with damage-based removal spells while I'm tapped out of bowl. Now Untouched Wilds is really bad, but hopefully I don't draw that. I can always just conjure for Recall Forgotten Aeons if I draw another land. And is this a race? No, it's not a race. And end of turn, if my opponent does discard anything, I'm going to start exiling their yard. Okay, another Profane Emissary. On the bright side is they can't really attack past my bowl. Okay, wonderful. A land for me to exile. Well, buy Stolen Secrets. That also gets rid of Cerebral Flamebinder fuel. Okay, Children of Clouds, which I can actually cast because my opponent has enough creatures, or non-white creatures. And now that I'm not drawing lands, that's not good for me. Do I play out another bowl? Or do I just keep up this bowl so I can exile more stuff my opponent does stuff? Well, it's not like the second bowl is going to be doing anything, right? I really only want 1 bowl. So if I attack here, then that's bad because they trade, so yeah, I guess I just hang back and wait to draw land so I can conjure realities for Recall Forgotten Aeons or something. Okay, they're going to attack now, so how worried am I about burn spells? Did you play burn spell, then that's right, that's not good for me because it can burn me, and then it does kill one of the Profane Emissaries at least. Well, if they follow up with Ambitious Necromancer plus something else, I'm kind of in trouble. I think I might just trump this turn instead of doing anything else, because I don't want to risk my bowl, right? At least until I can get down a second bowl. Maybe I should have played a second bowl then. But yeah, I'll trump like this. I don't want to risk my bowl just yet. They're going to pass without doing anything, which makes sense. That means they probably have Ambitious Necromancer in hand plus a burn spell. That's why they're so reluctant to do anything. So I need to draw another land, and there we go, there's the land. And if I conjure realities, then I tap out, which is a problem, because I want another bowl. So my bowl exiling my own lands is also kind of annoying, because Now I can't economize for untouched wilds and get a bunch of mana. And a bunch of mana would be helpful here because Children of the Clouds for a bunch of mana is pretty good. I think I just Conjurize for Recovery on Aeons here. And if Bull gets killed, then that's still not good. I'll go get around Ambitious Necromancer. I think I'll just play out another Bull and then see what happens. Because I think my opponent doesn't have anything. Otherwise, they would have definitely done something earlier. And now I can afford to trade with one of the Profane Emissaries because I have a second Bull that I can use to exile stuff from their yard if they try to Ambitious Necromancer stuff. Okay, Stolen Secrets, sure. Yeah, you get my Conjure Realities, which isn't that good. Actually, I think my opponents are reluctant to play creatures because they died to Bessie's Brood. So now I'm finally going to block one of these guys. Okay, there's Parasitic Rebirth. Okay, that's basically what I expected to happen. But I can sack it in response, right? Yeah. So, not a bad outcome, all things considered. My opponent still had a bunch of life, but this is a game where I win off life if I manage to get big enough Children of the Clouds. And yeah, just keep exiling my opponent's yard. And in turn, I'll sack this for... Well, I could have buffed this guy a bit more. But okay, so Force Island or the Forest Plains in case I draw a Wrath. And Logger Recluse, that's not good. Well, Logger Recluse plus Bow does kill stuff. I think I might just wait and end up turning Children of the Clouds for 3. Or Children of the Clouds for 3 when my opponent attacks so I can get some more chumps in. Because right now I win if I just wait, I think. Yeah. Actually, I probably should have played Logger Recluse because that's a better chump blocker than Children's aim for a bunch. Actually, I might just Children's for 2 here because I want to leave up mana for Bow. Yeah, in that case, maybe Logger Recluse would have been the better play. So how bad is it if I let my guard down and let Bow get... Yeah, I'll Children's for 2. Will I exile my own lands now? Yeah, I want to buff up the Bow. What are the chances my opponent actually just has nothing? Because they've been doing nothing for a really long time now. Okay, another land. That's good. I'm getting closer and closer to Recall Forgotten Aeons Coalesce. And I think I can play this guy tapped and Logger Recluse as a blocker. Pass again. Okay, they swing with both. I'll chump one of these guys. Did they finally go into play something? Okay, Rogar. Nice. I'm fine with that. Actually, maybe I should have played Mysterious Character untapped. Well, no, life matters here, so yeah, I probably shouldn't have done. So, yeah. Well, now Bessie's Brood finally has a target, so I can actually play this guy now. And that'd be really good, because that gets me something else on board. Okay, and I'm fine with drawing lands, and about things. Okay, so that deals with one of the Profane Emissaries. I think I end about things now. And Mysterious Kara can fetch me a basic, probably a basic island, actually. Yeah. Then I enable things Profane Emissary, and then I keep up 2 Bow activations. And then I guess next turn I Bessie's Brood. They can't really attack with Rogar right now because I have the Bow. So yeah. An island. And end the turn. Parasitic Rebirth. Okay, that's not good. On the bright side, I don't have anything to bring back. Let's see. Yeah, I need to sack this now. Now they get to swing in with everything. And I also have no way to deal with their graveyard. Anyways, there goes the first Profane Emissary, but I'm taking a bunch of damage now. I'm down to 6. And, okay, Children of the Clouds. I think, do I Children of the Clouds or do I Bessie's Brood? I think I have Bessie's Brood here because, oh no, I have to chump block the Profane Emissary, otherwise I die. Well, Children will answer these guys pretty, like, Children trades with all these guys and chumps the Profane Emissary, so I think I'm just going to end up turning Children's. They're finally sacrificing their lands because the bulls are dead. I still have one more bull left in the deck, but now they get to bring stuff back. Yeah, wonderful. They attack with everything. That means I get to reset the board. So that's, I know, because I'm worried about Necromancer, mostly. Okay, I don't want Rogar to die here because I just bring it back for free. And if I want the birds to trade with the tokens, that's like really bad value, but I guess I'll do that. Okay, so that goes through. I go down to 8 life. Honestly, do I actually have a way to win before I just deck out? Because my opponent's at 56 life. Or I board out the combo, so like I don't have any top end stuff. And I've also like just so I've used up 2 Children of the Clouds, and I don't have any good ways to ramp because I exiled all my lands. I mean, there's still things I can top deck. Lager Recluse isn't one of them. At this point, I'm just gonna trump block each turn until hopefully I either draw into something that helps me or I just lose. Okay, Valdez comes in. Okay, now, right. Am I just dead to Valdez? Not quite, but pretty close, actually. I want to get rid of Valdez instead of Profane Emissary. Yeah, probably. At least they can't reanimate Valdez. Land, darn. I needed something else there. I think I probably played this game pretty badly. I mean, look at my cards. I also didn't draw that well, but I drew pretty well. I got 2 Children's and 2 Sack Bowls. I think the problem was that I was too focused on the Sack Bowl plan. I should have conjured Reais for Recall Forgotten Aeons way earlier, before it got discarded, instead of playing another bowl, so that I can avoid cards of mana. And then maybe, like, kept the Children of the Clouds in the hand, Children of the Clouds for a bit more, instead of just using it as trump blockers or Profane Emissary. But yeah.